Did you know that the United States has the ability to project military power anywhere on Earth, often within just a few hours? It sounds like something out of a movie, but it's a very real capability. So how is that even possible? Is it advanced technology? A matter of geography? Or is it all about those massive aircraft carriers we hear about? Today, we're breaking down exactly how the U.S. maintains its global strike capability in a clear and educational way. Let's get into it. One of the biggest factors is simply being everywhere at once. The U.S. has a vast network of military bases and strategic partnerships all around the globe, especially in key regions like Europe, the Pacific, and the Middle East. Think about bases in countries like Germany and Japan, or naval fleets that are always on patrol in strategic waters. This global footprint means that rapid deployment forces can respond much faster because they're already positioned close to potential hotspots, instead of having to travel all the way from the United States. Now let's talk about one of the most iconic symbols of American military power, the aircraft carrier. The U.S. Navy operates supercarriers like the USS Gerald R. Ford and the USS Nimitz. These aren't just ships, they are floating air bases, complete with their own fighter jets, early warning aircraft, and electronic warfare systems. A carrier strike group can sail into international waters near a conflict zone and launch air operations without needing permission to use a local country's bases. This gives them incredible mobility and a long reach. But what if you need to strike from even farther away? That's where long-range bombers come in. The U.S. Air Force has strategic bombers like the B-2 Spirit and the legendary B-52 Stratofortress. These incredible machines can fly thousands of miles, refuel in the middle of the air, and deliver their payloads with precision. Some missions can even start from a base in Missouri, fly across oceans to their target, and return home without ever landing on foreign soil. Of course, we have to talk about the ultimate deterrent: intercontinental ballistic missiles, or ICBMs. These are land-based missiles that can travel across continents in less than an hour. They form a critical part of what's known as the nuclear triad. The triad consists of three components: these land-based ICBMs, submarine-launched ballistic missiles, and the strategic bombers we just mentioned. The whole point of the triad is to ensure that a second strike capability would survive any initial attack, which is a powerful way to deter potential adversaries. Speaking of submarines, let's dive under the sea. The U.S. Navy's nuclear-powered submarines are the silent service. They operate with extreme stealth, patrolling the world's oceans for months at a time while remaining nearly impossible to detect. This makes them the ultimate survivable platform for a second strike, reinforcing that principle of deterrence by ensuring a response is always possible. But global strike isn't just about the weapons themselves. It's about knowing what's happening, where it's happening, and when. This is where space, satellites, and intelligence come into play. The U.S. relies heavily on a sophisticated network of surveillance satellites, early warning systems, and advanced cyber capabilities. Global communication networks tie everything together, allowing for coordination across continents. Without this constant stream of intelligence, even the most powerful weapons would be flying blind. And now for one of the most important, yet often overlooked, pieces of the puzzle: logistics and refueling. Projecting power around the world requires an enormous supply chain. The U.S. military has a massive fleet of aerial refueling tankers, like the KC-135 and KC-46, that act as flying gas stations. This allows fighters and bombers to extend their range dramatically. Add to that military cargo aircraft and rapid troop transport systems, and you have the backbone that makes all of these global operations sustainable. So why does all this capability exist? The primary reason is deterrence. The core idea is that if potential adversaries know the U.S. has a credible and powerful ability to respond anywhere in the world, they will be far less likely to start a conflict in the first place. In this sense, military strength is often aimed at preventing war, not fighting one. So to sum it all up, how can the United States strike anywhere on Earth? It's not just one thing. It's a complex, layered system. You have the aircraft carriers providing mobile air power, the long-range bombers with intercontinental reach, the undetectable submarines, the lightning-fast missiles, the all-seeing satellites, and the logistical backbone that holds it all together. It's the combination of all these elements that creates a truly global reach. If you found this breakdown helpful and learned something new, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more clear, educational analysis. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.